America is struggling to shake off the recession. Public distrust of wealthy CEOs remains high. But more and more bosses are looking for radical ways to reconnect with their workforce in order to find out what's really going on in their companies. Each week, we follow the boss of a major corporation as they go undercover in their own company. This week, the president and CEO of the UniFirst Corporation, one of North America's largest producers of workwear and uniforms, poses as a former shop owner looking to return to the workforce.
Hi, Mike Daniels.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
The boss will trade in his luxury SUV and model train set for a sewing machine and industrial washer.
Ready to go.
Oh! By working on the front line, he'll discover what needs improving in the business.
Pain in the butt when they tie the bag.
One of my biggest headaches is getting the knots out.
Yeah, gotta be a better way.
And he'll discover the unsung heroes that make his business run.
I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't make mistakes and try to change them.
How will his coworkers react when they find out he's really the boss? And how will it change their lives?
I went undercover, and I'd like to report back to you what I found.
Find out next on Undercover Boss. UniFirst Corporation provides workwear and uniforms for more than 1.5 million workers across North America. Its headquarters are in Wilmington, Massachusetts. Overseeing the 10,000 employees at this billion-dollar corporation is one man.
I'm Ron Croatti, Chief Executive Officer and President of UniFirst Corporation. Hey guys, what's going on? UniFirst Corporation is a leading provider of uniform services throughout the United States. We do business with Walmart, Costco, Goodyear, General Electric. We manufacture, sell, we process the garments, we clean them, press them, mend them, bring them back to you at a fair price. UniFirst has been around for a long time, over 75 years. Well, the company was really started by my grandfather. My grandmother was a presser, he was the washer. As immigrant Italians, their whole life was involved in this little business. My grandfather was crushed by a washing machine. The washing machines in those days, you had to basically go inside. He was pulling the clothes out of the washer, and the washer started. He got killed. And, you know, their whole life was in this, and they wanted to keep it going for their own survival. And my dad stepped up with his leadership style and his salesmanship and was able to build it up from a little small business of 1 or 2 employees to about $60, $70 million. When I started, I was probably about 12 or 14. I would come down to the plant with him and go sweep up the mop room, or, you know, and I'd get a buck or something, or he'd take me to a baseball game. And he ran it until he had his heart attack. And he basically said, son, I can't keep going. And he passed me the keys. How you doing?
Good.
I thought I'd check in for any last-minute suggestions. Members of the family are important to a company to keep that culture, that teammanship.
And anything you find, I mean, you can fix, which is great.
Everything is fixable, you know that.
Absolutely.
My sister, she's the executive vice president. I'll see you, sis.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
You have a good week. And then my son, Michael, is one of the regional vice presidents, and I'm grooming him, hopefully, to succeed me.
Okay. You ready? Here you go. I met Ron when I was working at the New Kensington location of UniFirst.
What you want? What do you want, huh?
I was an employee there. That was about 35 years ago, so we've been together a very long time.
I have an escape at home. I'm a big model train guy. I can get lost in from maybe 10 o'clock to 11:30 at night and unwind.
Done playing trains?
Done playing trains.
Good.
Hey, Carol,
Yeah.
come here. Which one of you think these look better?
Oh my gosh, let me see.
You
I like
the-
that. I like that one. I like that one. That looks good. Yeah.
That ain't too bad.
That's not
Could be a
bad.
little lighter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lonely at night.
Aw.
We just concluded our 2010 year. It was our highest revenue year ever. Well, my goal is to have UniFirst be a $2 billion company by 2020. So I'm going undercover to make sure that everything is running smoothly and we meet that goal.
Have a good trip,
Yep,
okay?
I'll
Don't
see
be
you.
nervous, okay?
Thanks, babe.
All right.
While undercover, I'll be posing as Mike Daniels, former hobby store owner who has to return to work because of the recession. My employees are going to be told that I'm taking part in a reality show where 2 retired workers are competing for one open job at UniFirst. I certainly am a nervous guy this morning. I don't know what to expect. Staying in character is going to be important. I think the disguise that I'm using and putting on, this is a look that's a little beyond my normal character, and even when I was a young guy, I wasn't like this, so this is a little beyond me. Well, today we're in Owensboro, Kentucky. This is the hub of the company. In this building, we have over 300 people. And we have to produce anywhere from 55 to 60,000 garments a day out of here. And they have to get it out on a timely basis. I'm supposed to meet Dee Dee, please.
Okay, just a moment if you don't care to sign in.
Hi, Mike. I'm Suzanne. I'm the general manager. I'm going to get you to Didi, and if you'll follow me, we'll get you all set up. How's that?
I'll follow you.
All right.
Today I'm going to be working in a seal and sew department. These people not only alter the pants, but they put the emblems and the personalization on. I am here to make sure that these people really do the quality job that our customers require. I am here, Dee Dee.
All right, this department is Sew Seal. The reason it's called Sew Seal is because we sew the emblems on and we heat seal ID tags on here. This is hot, okay?
ID tags?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get your ID tags out of there. That lets them know the city and the state it goes to and the actual person that it goes to in that company.
Okay.
The ID tags have a self-adhesive stick on the back, so when the heat hits it on here, that's how they stick on there.
Quite a lot of technical stuff here already.
I know. So the ID tag goes right above this line so that when the person has it on, you don't see it. All right, so you ready?
Yep.
B, 12 seconds, okay? This is a regular shirt, so it'll be on B. Hit these both at the same time, and it goes down. All right.
How many of these you got to do an hour?
I try to get 100 on each one within an hour. Do you think we can do that today?
We're going to certainly try.
We can certainly try, okay? We are based on incentive over here, so the faster we work, the more we're going to get paid.
You get paid on incentive. That's
we
pretty
get paid
good
on
deal.
incentive. Yes, only if you're good, though. If you're not good, then you got to go. Okay?
I'm going to tear these down.
Come on, we can go faster than that. Now, it's already on B, so just hit the side. And it goes down. Now, go ahead and unbutton your next one. Try it again. Try it again. Use your belly.
I got that.
Use your belly.
Okay.
There we go.
As we were heat sealing the labels, some of the garments were long and they're weighted.
A. Use your belly. There we go.
My stomach would help hold the garments in place.
It is 10 o'clock. We are so behind. All right, here we go. Okay,
Wow.
now, you think you can handle this?
No.
Okay,
You're going 100 miles an hour.
don't try to go fast like I do, because if you mess up, you have to pick all those stitches out. Wait a minute. Try to stay as close to the edge as possible. But see, you don't want to hit it too hard. If you pedal down too hard, yeah, see, your stitches are going to be too small. I don't want you screwing up my shirt.
I think we screwed that one up.
Yeah, I can tell it probably didn't overlap. No, it didn't. Mike sucked. He has a heavy foot. He would push the pedal too hard and not move his hands fast enough.
I think we destroyed a shirt here. I think I'll make any money here. They're going to start charging me for shirts.
It's hard, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My sewing skills are non-existent. I mean, that's a very difficult job, requires a lot of coordination. Failure.
I've never worked in a factory before until I worked here, you know.
And what'd you do before?
The fall of last year, I started going back to school and stuff, but it became really difficult when I wasn't able to get out in time for some of my classes, and I didn't have time to do my homework with working, 10 and 12 hours at work and then having to go home, and I had children that I had to, that constantly need my attention.
You have children?
Yes, I have 3.
You're a girl.
I know.
You have 3 children?
I know,
I'm
and don't
shocked.
you say it. Do not say you don't look like you have 3 kids, because everybody says that, and I don't know what people look like that have 3 kids.
No, like me.
I guess that's what people mean, I guess. But I'm trying to get back into going back to school because I actually want to be a clinical therapist. I know I have the gift of gab, but I'm also a good listener, and I try to give as best advice as possible, And it's just a really difficult task trying to juggle both of them because, if you're even, like a minute late or whatever, you'll get a tardy. You're only allowed 6 tardies in a year, and that includes if you go home early. Even though they know that you've been here all day, because you've scanned your work in and out, you still get a tardy. I've been here for 2 years, and so I know what it's like, to feel like if you're going to be tardy one more time, you're going to lose your job.
I don't understand why they do that.
I don't either.
Did you ever ask?
Yeah.
What do they tell you?
Well, that's their policy. And I mean,
They should tell you why.
You're just kind of stuck with it.
Dee Dee brought up the fact that the tardiness system was right on the dot. And I think there are times dropping off the babysitters, you can be 3 or 4 minutes late.
My kids are my life.
It's all about family.
Yeah.
As a company, we want to be fair to the people.
That's a lot better.
You got to give a little leeway.
That's you. You did that. You did it.
Coming up, Mike has a mustache mishap.
My mustache is coming loose because I'm sweating like a horse.
And later, the boss causes the conveyor belt to be shut down.
You put that on backwards. Oh, my
Oh, now we're screwed up.
Ron Croatti, president and CEO of UniFirst Corporation, is a boss undercover in his own company. His employees think he's part of a show where 2 retirees are in competition for a job at UniFirst.
You will be working in production with myself today.
His journey continues in Sumter, South Carolina.
Today I'm in Sumter, South Carolina. This is a company that we purchased about 4 years ago. And when you acquire another company, it has a distinct personality. It's going to be different from your personality. The first reason why I'm here is to see that the morale in our culture is in place. We bring in a family culture and a great sales motivation to grow the business. I'm going to be working in the shipping department. If the garments get shipped to the wrong customer, it's a disaster. It's very important that we get things back to the right guy at the right time.
Hi.
Good morning, I'm Mike Daniels. I'm here to see Squeaky.
Yes, sir. Squeaky, please come to the front office.
I'm a little nervous coming in here. Will they recognize me or not recognize me? So, I'm a little concerned going in here, but hopefully I can get to the bottom of what I want to see.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm
Squeaky,
Catherine.
I'm Mike
Well, Squeaky,
Daniels.
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too. Ready to work?
Ready to work.
All right now. Your uniform is in this locker.
Okay, very good. And show me.
Okay, this is the flat good area.
Okay.
So we need to fold 5 aprons, put it in a little
5
pile
aprons?
of the same color.
Of the same color. I'm watching it. I got to grab it by the strings.
Right.
Okay.
This size.
Is there an upside down or inside out?
See how I got it? You flip it like that.
Wait a minute, is there a right side and a wrong side to the
No. Fold it, put it on the table, put your string on the inside. Fold.
Third in, down, in.
No,
What
Mike.
did we do wrong? Never folded an apron in my life.
When you flipped it, you go in the way you flip, because you got to keep that side hidden.
All right, let's try another one.
Can you put some speed on it?
There.
Are you ignoring me?
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, can you put some speed on it?
Put some speed on it?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I guess you did okay for a beginner.
For a beginner,
Yeah. This is the sorter operation.
Okay.
Once the clothes come up, they go around and then they end up over here. And once we tie it and put the bag on it, it's ready for delivery. It goes out the door on the trolley. So what I need for you to do is come over here, hit your sorter button, and that gets the machine rolling. You know, only thing you have to do is stand here and make sure your hanger goes in the speeder correctly. Because
That's
sometimes
all? That's simple?
for this slot, yeah.
So, Squeaky, how'd you get the name Squeaky?
My grandfather gave it to me. When I was little, I used to cry a lot, and he said it sounded like a little squeaking noise, so he named me Squeaky, and it's been following me.
How many kids you got?
Just one,
Just one? How old?
14.
You go any place, vacations? Or...
No,
No, you don't go anywhere?
not really. We back and forth to Greenville because I'm getting ready to get married, and my fiance is from over there.
Oh, now it's coming out, the squeeze.
Okay, so now we're gonna work in the corner. It's gonna be like we're preparing the clothes to go out the door. Everything that looks like this gotta have the bag on it. And remember, when you pick it up from, you have to put it back.
So you gotta move with it.
You having trouble?
Trouble. Panic.
Mike cannot do it. He couldn't walk and put the poly on the clothes at the same time. You want me to stop the line for you?
Well, I don't know.
You put that on backwards. Oh my God.
Oh, now we're screwed up.
He was working too slow. We're not supposed to stop the line, and he had the line held up a minute or so. Oh, Mike.
Bagging the clothes was very difficult. This is totally ridiculous.
You ready to go back to the sorter?
Yeah, I'd rather go back to sorter.
Okay.
And how long have you been here, Squeaky?
12 years.
And how's that?
I like the previous company better
Why is that?
because I felt more appreciated with the other company because it seemed like they did more.
Do you have more health insurance or anything like that? Is there a difference?
Well, we had health insurance with both companies.
So
Now we're
most
gonna
of the
make it-
people think there's a difference between the old company and the new company? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can pretty much say they would rather work for the other company than this one.
The former company was doing some things that she kind of thought were great, but we should still be doing them. And I'm certainly going to send down the HR group to look into it.
You gotta be a little faster. I might have to beat you up.
You're going to have to beat me up. Well, today was a really interesting day. I work with a girl called Squeaky. She showed me what she does up there in shipping. And she also expressed some concerns that the transition from the former company to us wasn't as successful as I thought. We have programs in place, and I'm not sure they're really informed. My father taught me respect people, and that was his philosophy. And if the people really aren't as happy or as aware of all the benefits and everything that we provide for them, they're going to be a little insecure. And I'd like to get that security into these people to know that they are part of the family. Today we're in Oklahoma City. This plant is one of our newest plants, and we process about 150,000 pounds a week of laundry through here. This is where all the dirty stuff comes in. It's garments, it's mops, it's mats, aprons. But the unloading process is the key to the whole quality of our product. And I'm here to work with a fellow who's involved in unloading the vehicles. They call him a sorter, and he also works in the washroom. Is Tony around? Tony?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're gonna be working back here with me today as a unloader. And we're gonna be doing some rags, so it's gonna be pretty fast-paced and kind of intense.
All right, Tony, we're ready.
Okay, now what we gotta do, our mission right now is to get all these rags done, all those rags done, get them over there, get them sorted out so these guys can wash them, okay?
Sounds like a big mission.
Yeah, we got a hump, man.
We got a hump. When you got wet mops and you got bar mops and you got aprons in the same bag, you got to dump it out and sort it out.
Dump that on the floor. Now you want to sort. I'll do this one and I'll meet you there. Be honest, at first I thought we were doomed because I didn't think he could handle it.
You're back tired at night.
Nope. I'm used to it.
Back.
I was like, this guy's not gonna be able to bend down. He's not gonna be able to do it.
Gotta be a better way to do this than this.
Yeah.
Would a table be good for this?
I got a table. It doesn't work. They give you the tables because maybe that's what it says in the manual, but the guy that wrote the manual ain't doing the rags.
Well, you're fast, Tony.
You gotta be, man. Everybody's got a step to do, and if you don't get yours done, they can't do theirs. There you go. Get rid of that cart, and we'll get another one.
We tied it, too. We tied it crazy. Pain in the butt when they tie them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who does that?
The drivers.
The drivers?
Well, if they had to take them out, they wouldn't tie them the way they tie them. See, I wish I could come up with a design for a new bag that didn't have to be tied. One of my biggest headaches is getting the knots out.
Yeah. Gotta be a better way. Sorting the various products that came in, the knots that are tied into those bags are an issue. We gotta come up with a better system.
How you looking?
We're getting there.
Mike really needs to pick up the pace. He really needs to pick up the pace because I realize he'd be doing this by himself. Knock these out, and you're gonna feel good.
I'm gonna be going to sleep.
You're gonna go to sleep? No, then I got more work to do.
Tonight, I'll sleep like a baby tonight. My mustache is coming loose because I'm sweating like a horse. Got a little nervous and had to come out for emergency repairs. If he notices that the mustache comes off, this whole thing could be ruined. That's really a tough job.
Yeah.
It really is. You do very well at that. As we were walking over those washers, had a little hesitancy, thinking way back that how my grandfather got killed in one of those washers.
Here's your job, right here. It's gonna spin, pull the bag out, send that puppy home. You know, you wanna hold this. Hold on. You wanna hold this rope. So you wanna hold the rope.
Okay.
Pull this yellow all the way down. Pull it down. Well, I was trying to show him how to load the washer. Now pull it down. Okay, keep holding it. Keep holding it. And it's not something you can just do one time and get it. Remember, you gotta hold it because it's gonna fall out once you let it go. Let it spin. Now step in there, let it go. Whoa! Here's your job, right here. All right, now pull it down. Okay, keep holding it. Keep holding it. Whoa! You all right?
Yep.
Gotta let it go. He didn't quite let it go all the way and get his arm out of there, so his arm was starting to go around a little bit. And then he's got another arm, so I wasn't too worried. There's a little rhythm to it.
I left my arm in there too long. You know, it's a little scary.
I'm gonna take 5.
You want to come
take
with
it?
you?
Sure. I just usually step out here.
So you from Oklahoma?
No, I'm originally from St. Louis.
Let me bum one of those.
Yep.
What brought you down here?
Well, me and my wife had got separated and then brought my son down because he was going to school in St. Louis, and man, he's getting in all kind of trouble, fighting teachers and making straight Fs. So I convinced his mother to let him come and live with me.
How's he doing?
Making B's and C's.
That's
and
what you want.
Star on the football team and ain't been in no trouble since. So
That's a smart move.
yeah,
Well,
you
I
know,
hope it works out.
it'll work out. Yeah, my son loves football. That's why I work this shift, so I can get off, watch him play.
I think Tony's a very nice man.
During the regular season, they play on Fridays, so I have to get off here. Game starts at 7. And don't forget, I come in here at 4 in the morning, so by the time I get to bed after his game, it's like 12 midnight or something.
Wow, that's a lot. He's got that hard work ethic. He likes what he does, but he's focused on his family.
When your kid's growing up,
You don't want to
playing
miss that
football,
kind of stuff.
you don't get those back, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
I know. He's really working for his son And that bond has brought those two together.
He's sort of like I don't know, he's my inspiration, man.
The man is working and looking forward. He started down one path, but I think he's on the right path now. Today I'm going to be working as a supervisor. I'm really excited to be here. This is our most technologically advanced plant. This plant is just over a year old, and it's about a $10 or $12 million process to build in one of these facilities. It's a forerunner for what we want to do in the future.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mike Daniels.
Nice to meet you. I'm Julie. I'm
Nice
the
to
floor
meet you.
supervisor.
It is important for me to come here to see the floor supervisor position is working out with the new technology and hopefully meeting the demands of the customer. Amazing, all the conveyors, all the clothes, it's just an amazing place.
This is one of our newest plants, so we are truly blessed. As a floor supervisor, there's a lot of jobs. You have to know everything. So right now we're gonna go jump on a triple buck and I'm gonna show you how that works.
Okay, sounds interesting.
This is the triple bucks. This is where they do all the shirts. When you're over here, the main thing you're gonna be concentrating on right now is the quality. You're looking for holes in the shirts, buttons missing, tags loose, whatever it is. We don't want to send them out like that to the customer. They pay for their stuff to be clean and they pay for it to look a certain way.
So you're inspecting as you're pressing?
Yes. We have standards here, and we come here and work for 8 hours, but we're working for the customer. If we didn't have customers, we wouldn't have a job, right?
That's right.
Right. Okay, so the first parts of this is you're just gonna grab a hanger and you're gonna stick it right in here. You're gonna grab a shirt and you're gonna make sure all the arms are out right, and then you're gonna throw it on here like this. You're gonna button the top button, and you're gonna pull it down. You're gonna straighten it out, and then you're gonna look in your little mirror, and you wanna make sure everything back here is straight. So after everything's straight, you're gonna press your 2 green buttons, and you're gonna send it around. Now, when your shirt comes through, you just kinda wanna glance at it and make sure there's no wrinkles. If there's wrinkles, we're gonna pull it off, and we're gonna go fix it.
Can I try?
Go ahead. Don't forget to put your hanger on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Make sure everything's laying flat. Make sure there's no creases or wrinkles. Don't send it. No. Mike does not look like he does laundry at home. Like maybe he would have his wife do it for him or something. This can't go through like that. We cannot send this to the customer with creases on it. At the end of the day, we have to fix it. Mike needs to improve on paying attention to the shirts, making sure that they are a quality product. You gotta watch how they go in there, because if not, it's gonna press like it's laying.
What happened?
I think we forgot a hanger.
It's not an easy job, is it?
There's a lot of detail to it, for sure. Eventually, once you get past the, making sure it looks right and all that, then you gotta pick up your page.
So where did you start, Julie?
I started out on the floor, and I was pretty persistent. I knew where I wanted to be, and eventually the opportunity came. After a few months, they decided to promote me to lead, and then when I was here at 11 months, they offered me the floor supervisor position.
Well, how far would you like to go?
Eventually, I like to be up in corporate. So I'm gonna take you over to our next area.
Okay, very good.
We're going to final shipping. This is the last area that the clothes actually go through before it goes to the driver and goes out to the customer. When I first started working here, we used to have to put all this stuff up on the trolleys, like how it goes upstairs, and we'd have to take it all the way to the back and put them into the cages from there. And I just made the comment, maybe we should build something here to where we could bring the cages to us. That way it would save some time. So that's what they did. This handy dandy pole, welded some stuff together, and we made an extension onto this pole, and it just fits directly in there and comes up, and you connect it. That way.
You thought of that?
I thought of it, yes.
Yeah, good girl.
And it just makes it easier when you cage.
Oh, yeah. Julie worked with the maintenance group to develop an easy system that load out carts to go to the shuttle plants. And it saved basically a half-hour day. And that's tremendous. Where did you learn all these management skills and good ideas?
It's part of wanting to make things better. I think we all fall short sometimes, but I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't make mistakes and try to change them.
You from the area?
Yes, I grew up here till I was 15. Eventually, I ended up in Missouri, and I lived there for a few years and got into a lot of trouble. And so I came back here thinking that, you know, a geographical change would change my life. And unfortunately, I took me with me, so not much changed. And then in 2007, I got pregnant, and that's when I changed my life.
So what did you do when you went to Missouri? What did you do? Just try to escape from your parents? Or?
Childhood, I think.
Childhood?
Yeah, I had some things happen in my childhood that kind of pushed me more into bad things. I got pretty involved with drugs. It's hard to come out of.
Yeah.
You know, I did it for many years. I lost a lot of weight. And pretty much because I started so young, I started when I was 16. And I didn't actually quit until I was 22. So that's all I knew.
How'd you come out of it?
Rehab several times.
But it seems like it all worked out very well. You got a
It did.
precious little daughter.
She motivates me for sure. She pushes me every day. But, you know, we all struggle.
I think Julie is a tremendous person. She basically has come a long ways in her personal life.
I live in a halfway house. It's sober living. Sometimes I'll go work another job, try to make some extra money, which kind of sucks because I'm not spending time with my daughter on the weekends. But to get where I need to be, to get out of this situation I'm in, and that's just what I have to do right now.
Everybody has a problem somewhere along the line. And to overcome it and step up makes you a better person.
It's about time to clock back in and get back to work.
Let's go back
Ready?
to work. She's a great trainer. She explains things well. So I really think she's a real asset to the company. Do you follow football or anything down here? You got some good...
I have to go for OU.
In the last week, I've met some great individuals. And each one of these people had the intestinal fortitude and the desire to really step up and take a new path to the future. A family relies on one thing, communications. It's not only the talking to each other, it's the expression of how you feel, the love, the emotion. Those same principles come over to a company. UniFirst is a 75-year-old company. I've been running this business since 1986. We need the input from the younger generation who are a little closer to the issues down in the field. And what I love about these people is they come forward with good suggestions and they got to get up to us. They got the answers to solve our problems, and we just got to reach out to them, and the company would be much better off.
Coming up, Ron's employees think they're coming to company headquarters to cast their vote.
I had to choose one person over another person, and to be honest, I am pretty much emotionally drained.
But how will they react when he reveals the truth?
I'm Ron Croatti, Chief Executive Officer and President of UniFirst Corporation. My week undercover is over. I was amazed by the stories of the various people I dealt with in the last week, but they also brought to light some of the issues that we may have as an organization. It centers around communications. We really have to do a better job of communications to all our team partners. Good morning, guys. Hey. Hi, Sid. How are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you. I got to tell you, it was a fantastic week. Our frontline supervisor is a gal who came up with a great suggestion of extending the railing system to load the carts, and it saved 30 to 60 minutes a day. And we really should be soliciting stuff like that from these people. Down in the soil room, I must have spent 5 minutes untying a knot. So we're going to come up with like a plastic type deal that we can zip cut for the bags. We observe people doing things. You know, we got to quit observing and do. And we have opportunity out there to do more for our customers and for our people. My employees think they're coming to corporate headquarters to cast their vote. They're really here so I can reveal my undercover experience.
They're ready for you now, Tony.
Okay, thank you. I had to choose one person over another person, and I've never been in that position before.
My heart is beating really hard. I feel like it's gonna come out of my chest.
Do you know me?
I recognize your voice.
And who's that?
Mike?
So you recognize me as Mike, huh?
Yes.
And you didn't vote for me. I'm Ron Croatti, Chief Executive Officer and President of UniFirst Corporation.
Say what now?
It's exciting.
It's exciting, that a girl. What do you think of that one?
You got me.
I got you.
You got me.
Squeaky, you're tremendous. You had patience with me, showing me what you do. You work hard up there.
Yes.
I can see a path for you where you can become a supervisor if you want to do it.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we talked about the difference from the prior company to when we bought it a few years ago, and there were some differences. Well, I personally compared all those differences. You know, our benefits are roughly 33%. At the old company, they were 27.
Wow.
But I'm going to send my sister down in her HR team. I want to make people's life easier. So I want to make sure that everybody is aware of everything we do.
Okay.
We talked about you getting married. So I'm going to send you to Hawaii for your honeymoon.
Wow.
I want you to have a great time on us.
I'm just in shock.
I want my hug.
I think his generosity is great, it's sweet, because he don't have to do it.
Dee Dee, I'm very proud of you. It's hard being a single working mother of 3.
I'll try. Thank you.
I know you're torn between working extra hours for money and time with your family. I heard you when you talked to me that you wanted to go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you $5,000 towards your school.
Oh, that is...
And I want you to take advantage of it. You have the ability.
Yeah.
You're a smart girl. Don't let me down now. Go to school.
I won't.
The second thing I want to do for you, I'd like to ease some of your burden by paying your daycare costs for a year. That way you can maybe put a little more money on the side.
That is so helpful. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. He just made me the happiest person. I mean, I go to work, 50 to 60 hours a week. Them paying for my daycare and paying for me to be able to go back to school. That's a huge help. He really, I still don't think that he really knows how much I'm grateful for that.
Julie, you're a very special person. Some of the things we did together are going to help a lot of people in the company.
Good.
Your suggestions were tremendous. You're that Y generation. You're the guys who are thinking all the time. We're kind of stuck in the mud a little bit, so we need those ideas out of you. I mean, just that idea you had coming up with the rod to load those carts, I can't compliment you enough.
Thank you.
What we're going to do for you just for coming up with that idea and helping the whole company, we're going to give you $5,000 just for that one thing. That will really help you, I hope.
Thank you very much.
You have a young daughter. I want to do one more thing for you. We're going to pay your rent and utilities for the next year to help you out.
Thank you. I go to work and I do my job. That's just what I do. I don't go in there expecting to get a pat on the back every day. So this is really big to me.
Tony, you taught me a lot. You're doing a job that hasn't changed in 40 years, and that's a mistake on our part. And I'm going to need you to help make that job a better job. I need you.
Okay.
And there will be some people coming down to work with you.
Okay.
Tony, I know it's been difficult for you to travel and see your family members. I want to help you out with that for special occasions, holidays, whatever you think you want to visit and be with your family. I want to give you a check for $5,000.
Oh.
To use as you see fit for those times. Tony, I know you and your son really bond over football. So I want to send you and your son to this year's Super Bowl game.
That is wonderful.
All expenses paid.
I don't know what to say, but thank you. Me and my son are going to the Super Bowl. Can you believe that? it's priceless. I've never seen my grandkids because they're in New Jersey and I can't afford to go. Now we'll be able to see each other. So it's amazing.
I am so excited to get out there and get this crew going. You know, it really comes down to our culture, our family, and the passion that I saw out in the field was great.
The president and CEO of UniFirst Corporation, my big brother, Ron Croatti.
For the last week, I've worked undercover. I went undercover, and I'd like to report back to you what I found. We're a family culture. We have some people here with us that have been struggling, but they went on the right path of life. So with that, I'd like to introduce some of the people that I work with, and let's take a quick look at our video.
Come on, we can go faster than that. You have to use your body sometimes.
Yeah,
use your
would
belly.
think you need a longer...
Use your belly.
Get them all out?
Yes, sir. I'll sleep like a baby tonight. And my mustache is coming loose because I'm sweating like a horse.
You put that on backwards. Oh my God.
We're a family. Family 10,000 people strong. It's my father's legacy. It's been 40 years since I've been down there sweeping floors and folding shop towels. And I wanted to see if that culture was in place. And I want to report to you that that culture is in place and doing very well. Families have struggles, but they all work through their struggles. I thank you very much. When I see all my people together, I know we're a family. We have great people with great ideas, and we got to get those ideas up the pipeline. I think my father would be very proud of what we've accomplished. He would be very proud of the company, where it's gone. I guess he would be overwhelmed. That's probably the best word I could use.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.